Good day and welcome to the One Piece Forum YouTube channel. I am Frankie15
And I'm Mapache.
and today we're going to be reviewing One Piece chapter 836. Is that right?
No, it's
37?
837.
Damn it!
But never mind.
Uh,
It,
Luffy
it's called
versus
Luffy
Commander
versus
Cracker.
Commander Cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You're right.
I got that one right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one. Did you want to talk about the cover page?
Yeah, just a little sentence about the cover page. What people were suggesting on the forum that Yasop is probably looking at Usopp's bounty poster and laughing about how his son is a god now and has a super high bounty. I like the idea. I think it's true.
It's super cool. The chapter starts off with Luffy straight into fighting Commander Cracker. He says that he wants to go all out, and straight away he just gets completely overwhelmed. He goes into gear third, tries to do some kind of balloon attack, and gets completely overwhelmed, gets smashed back, goes flying.
Has to use all the haki he has.
Yeah. Oh, and Cracker reveals his sword's name, Pretzel.
Yeah.
Just wanted to mention it.
It's one in a kind and unique, but then he just makes 6 pretzels using his who knows, using his devil fruit power. I don't know.
Maybe the sword itself has a devil fruit power.
I think it's rather well. He has, in any case, he has now 6 arms and 4 legs.
I don't understand how the sword multiplied as well as his arms and legs.
Yeah.
That's why I'm suggesting maybe the sword is the devil fruit user.
Okay.
But it seems like it would be a Paramecia devil fruit user, in which case I don't see how it could have a Paramecia, because whenever we've seen, I've said this before, whenever we've seen an inanimate object with a devil fruit power, it's always been a Zoan, because that seems to give it life. Like the dog gun, there was the sword that had the elephant, you know. It seems to give it life or a conscience.
Yeah.
So I don't see how a Paramecia or Zone or a Logia could work.
Maybe it's only the sword and it doesn't even have a devil fruit power.
Yeah, maybe it just has some kind of magic ability.
Maybe that's why it's so unique.
Yeah, maybe.
And don't you think that Cracker would be the perfect enemy for Zoro?
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know.
But Zoro isn't here. And stop talking about Zoro, it's not fair.
It's just too bad that now that there's such a good opponent.
Yeah.
So do you think one day maybe they will meet, or?
I mean, maybe. But I mean, I initially thought that Frankie would fight against, what was his name? Pika, because they had both the same kind of stature and build, so... But that never happened, so I was disappointed by that.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's not. It doesn't always have to be that obvious.
No.
But we see that Luffy really does. I mean, Luffy was fighting against a swordsman now, and this was always like his biggest weakness. But as we see in the end of the chapter,
I mean, he can fight better now because of haki against sword users. That's basically, he just has to have stronger haki than they have haki to put on the sword. But as we see, Luffy mentions later on that it's like the hardest haki he's ever fought against. So, and then at the end of the chapter, Luffy uses his Gatling gun. He still can't break one of the crackers. And then he finally breaks into Gear 4 and gives Cracker a huge con gun and knocks him back. I mean, we don't know if he's defeated.
That's a big question.
I'd hate him to be defeated with one Kong punch, considering that Luffy said he's the strongest haki he's ever faced against. I don't like that.
Yeah, most people on the forum say he's probably not defeated.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know, maybe he's knocked out as long as the Straw Hats need to get out of the forest. So we won't see him again immediately. Of course he's not dead. I think that's 100% sure. But will he be knocked out long enough to not play an important part right now anymore? That's Or will he come back immediately, like in 1 or 2 chapters? That's the question.
I mean, I hope the fight just carries on for a little bit, to be honest. I want to see more of what Cracker's got. I want to see more of what Luffy can do in his limited time that he can use Gear 4. Whether Cracker will be able to put up as much of a fight that Doflamingo could against Gear 4, we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have the stamina that Doflamingo had. Maybe he's just like got the strength, but he doesn't have the stamina. Maybe. Also, we should talk about what Brule says. Further back in the chapter, we have Brule talking about Urouge, who managed to defeat one of the commanders. He was the only one of the worst generation that managed to put up a fight, managed to defeat one of the Big Mom commanders. They used to have 4, now they only have 3. And then Big Mom dispatched Cracker to go and help.
Yeah.
And then Cracker was able to defeat him, we assume, because we saw Urug on the Sky Island. We assume that was after the fight. And he was healing from his wounds that he got from Cracker. You think so?
I also think that it was, even though Brule said that Urouge's corpse is probably, corpse is probably still lying around somewhere on the island. But just because she says so doesn't mean it has to be true.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what. Maybe someone on his crew has a teleportation devil root or something like that.
or he dragged himself the last meters to his ship and escaped or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take Brule too seriously.
Yeah.
The speech she gave was pretty cool. Like, your supernovas are all overestimating yourselves and blah blah blah. But yeah, she was overestimating herself too. So
I honestly think it's really cool that Urouge was able to defeat one of the commanders. Whether it was the weakest commander, we don't know. Whether it was the strongest commander, we don't know. But Cracker was able to beat him. But perhaps he was wounded from the fight previously, and that's why Cracker was able to beat him. Or maybe Cracker is just really strong. Maybe he's one of the strongest.
Maybe Urouge, if he hadn't been injured, maybe he would even have defeated Cracker. It's very vague. And people on the forum are discussing the power levels right now between Urouge, Cracker, and Luffy. Who is the strongest, who could defeat who, and it's pretty interesting. Everybody who's interested in power levels. There's also a Doflamingo thrown in there sometimes.
And
but
Jack.
And Jack.
Yeah.
So there's little discussion about the power levels.
Yeah,
if anybody's interested in that.
I could go on forever talking about the power levels and stuff. But I think we should just move on to Brule somewhat fighting against Nami, and Nami using her
Nami's
thunder.
Time to shine.
Using her thunderbolt tempo, she gets a good hit in on Brule, but Pound says that Brule will come back somehow through her mirrors.
She wasn't defeated. Somebody on the forum was asking, like, if a devil fruit user is fainting, of course his powers will not work anymore. But Brule wasn't fainting. She didn't faint from the attack. She was still laughing afterwards, and then she went back into her mirror. So she's just really hurt, but she didn't faint. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we want Carrot and Chopper back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Oh, I really hope we don't get like a few chapters of Mirror World where we go into Mirror World and it's all kind of. I would hate that so much.
I would love that,
Really?
a mirror world, like.
It would seem
really...
like so much side questing, and just like.
Like somebody's being high and designing the mirror world, and everybody's just floating around. That's how I imagine a mirror world. But I wouldn't mind that.
I'd hate it. I would personally absolutely hate it, but yeah, that's Go on. I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah, we also see Nami after attacking Brule that she now will make good use out of the Weaver card, which probably means she will probably go look for Luffy, I guess. And now she's kind of safe because she has the Weaver card and can't be attacked by any of the homies or Randy and the crane.
Maybe she'll make allies of some of the forest inhabitants,
Like who?
like the trees, or maybe Randy and what was the other one called?
The crane.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he has a name.
Oh right. Okay. Well.
I don't think they will become allies. They're just afraid of Nami now, I think.
Okay.
I can't attack her, at least can't
Yeah.
attack her. That's how it is. And I have it's totally out of not the topic right now, but also a very interesting fact that I read on the forum that maybe we heard that Kid and Beige and who was the Apu all were trying to attack Big Mom and didn't and completely failed. And somebody suggested that this was where Kid lost his arm.
I think probably where Kid lost his arm, but I don't think they all attacked at the same time.
No, probably not.
Separate occasions, but Beige joined Big Mom, and Kid at least destroyed a few ships. We know that from Fishman Island when they were
right.
Peckhams was talking to her on the phone.
Yeah.
Or was it Baron Tamago? I'm not sure. But yeah, we know that he destroyed a few ships at least. But that's it apparently.
I like the idea that this was where he lost his arm.
Yeah.
It fits well.
Yeah.
And Apu, I don't know.
Apu didn't lose anything apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, he probably just ran away.
He probably just
when
ran.
he noticed.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to mention?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Just that there really is a nice discussion on the forum about this chapter, so I recommend reading that. A lot of good thoughts that we couldn't mention all here.
So, join the forum. Definitely join the forum. Make an account, comment. Remember to like this video, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.